Buddha or Karl Marx? The second is to see that your relations also get their wealth lawfully. The third is to live long and reach great age. Of a truth, householder, 4. The attainment of these 4 things, which in the world are welcomed, pleasant, agreeable but hard to gain, there are also 4 conditions. Precedent. They are the blessing of faith, the blessing of virtuous conduct, the blessing of liberality and the blessing of wisdom. The blessing of virtuous conduct which abstains from taking life, thieving, unchastely, lying and partaking of fermented liquor. The blessing of liberality consists in the householder living with mind freed from the taint of avarice, generous, open-handed, delighting in gifts, a good one to be asked and devoted to the distribution of gifts. Wherein consists the blessing of wisdom? He know that an householder who dwells with mind overcome by greed, avarice, ill will, sloth, drowsiness, distraction and flurry, and also about, commits wrongful deeds, and neglects that which ought to be done, and by so doing deprived of happiness and honor. Greed, avarice, ill will, sloth and drowsiness, distraction and flurry and doubt are stains of the mind. A householder who gets rid of such stains of the mind acquires great wisdom, abundant wisdom, clear vision and perfect wisdom. Thus to acquire wealth legitimately and justly, earned by great industry, amassed by strength of the arm and gained by sweat of the brow is a great blessing. The householder makes himself happy and cheerful and preserves himself full of happiness, also makes his parents, wife, and children, servants, and laborers, friends and companions happy and cheerful, and preserves them full of happiness. The Russians do not seem to be paying any attention to Buddhism as an ultimate aid to sustain communism when force is withdrawn. The Russians are proud of their communism, but they forget that the wonder of all wonders is that the Buddha established communism so far as the Sangh was concerned without dictatorship. It may be that it was a communism on a very small scale, but it was communism without dictatorship, a miracle which Lenin failed to do. The Buddha's method was different. His method was to change the mind of man, to alter his disposition, so that whatever man does, he does it voluntarily without the use of force or compulsion. His main means to alter the disposition of men was his Dhammai and the constant preaching of his Dhammai. The Buddha way was not to force people to do what they did not like to do, although it was good for them. His way was to alter the disposition of men so that they would do voluntarily what they would not otherwise to do. It has been claimed that the communist dictatorship in Russia has wonderful achievements to its credit. There can be no denial of it. That is why I say that a Russian dictatorship would be good for all backward countries. But this is no argument for permanent dictatorship. Humanity does not only want economic values, it also wants spiritual values to be retained. Permanent dictatorship has paid no attention to spiritual values and does not seem to intend to. Carlyle called political economy a pig philosophy. Carlyle was of course wrong, for man needs material comforts, but the communist philosophy seems to be equally wrong, for the aim of their philosophy seems to be fatten pigs, as though men are no better than pigs. Man must grow materially as well as spiritually. Society has been aiming to lay a new foundation was summarized by the French Revolution in 3 words: fraternity, liberty and equality. The French Revolution was welcomed because of this slogan. It failed to produce equality. We welcome the Russian Revolution because it aims to produce equality. But it cannot be too much emphasized that in producing equality, society cannot afford to sacrifice fraternity or liberty. Equality will be of no value without fraternity or liberty. It seems that the three can coexist only if one follows the way of the Buddha. Communism can give one but not all.